Hey, we're live from STS Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And I'm BT, as everyone knows, and I have my co-host with the most, RynoJB. How the hell are you, Rhino?
I'm doing great today, man. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fired up. I'm ready to get it going. And everybody's looking at the screen. If you're watching the live feed, you wonder why there's just two big heads up there. We don't even have any graphics or anything. We'll tell you just in a second. This past week we had Was It Really That Good? Live for the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. And we talked to Mark Southern. This coming week we're going to have the Posse. That's right. For the full STS show, anywhere from 40 minutes to 1 hour. And then we got Dustin Starr stopping by for 20 minutes. Oh, man, I'm going to get him on the spots for conversations. I'm going to ask him about the hits and the misses and everything so far about Memphis Championship Wrestling, Championship Wrestling for Memphis. So now, no further ado, let's bring on the man, the one and only, Dustin, five star. How's it going, Dustin?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. We are 13 weeks in. Oh, yeah, the premiere, the television premiere of the WrestleCenter, and I can't wait to hear what you guys thought about it.
Oh, man, we're both real excited about it. And we're each going to get a couple of questions for you, at least one. What is your feelings coming out of after watching the show? Because I know you got to watch it ahead of time. You helped produce it all the 9 yards. But watching the show with the fans and what they thought about it, what did you think this morning?
Man, I thought home run. I really did. And I always think that because you and I have talked about being inside the bubble. But just hearing the different opinions of RynoJB and people that have been there and the people that I've seen at the Grizzlies games and the Redbirds games and just people that I run into just around Memphis, and then watching the show in the live chat on YouTube, the people just, that's exactly what I feel like that they wanted. And the feedback that you guys have both given, and you two have valuable feedback for different reasons. I'm not sure how much you guys discussed that. But when you guys are saying, well, what if they did this? And I know it's already in the can and it's already
right. We got it. Yeah.
Boom. We're one step ahead, and that's good. So we find that in the YouTube chat, social media, and then with you guys where you're giving your honest feedback. It's always good to hear that you're kind of one step ahead. And it's really funny. You keep mentioning a 12-week. At 12-week, we'll take a look at it.
Right.
And then the WrestleCenter premieres at week 13. You would think we were in cahoots, but it wasn't.
I thought about that this morning.
That's just how it happened. And so when I heard that, I thought, oh, my gosh, I can't wait for those guys to see the WrestleCenter. And I honestly think that all the feedback that I saw was great. But I can't wait to hear the scuttlebutt over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're excited about it. Rhino, you got anything to ask Dustin here?
I thought it was great. I was there in person to see the building, and then watching it here on YouTube, I felt like you, Dustin, like, wow, I wasn't expecting it to be produced like that. I thought it was a step up. Now that you're in the new building, my question would be, I love the WrestleCenter. Would you be against doing, with wrestling, like WWE has a WrestleMania, would you be against doing a big event in the FedEx Forum? Because I know you got your Grizzlies ties and whatnot with the Forum and whatnot. Could we maybe one day see something in the Forum?
I've got 2 words for you. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So at AutoZone Park right now, it's 100% capacity. They've done away with the masks. So things are starting to move forward with Memphis sports. The conversation is already being had about doing the plaza there at AutoZone Park. I would love to be right there in the plaza. RynoJB, I know you're from Memphis. You go to Grizzlies games, but right at the top where it says Grizzlies versus Warriors, what if it said Memphis Wrestling? And we set the thing up right there, and you just had standing room only. We have so many different, and again, we have to wait until society is ready for that. But it seems like, and you saw today's show, we had a packed house at the WrestleCenter. So I think we're moving in that direction. So to answer your question, oh yeah, we definitely want to do that. But the WrestleCenter is our television home. So we will have 100 people at the WrestleCenter each and every week. So don't look for us to like increase capacity and do all that kind of stuff. BT, longtime classic Memphis wrestling guy, that's what you need. It has always been 100 people for television. So they're very
It has. I love that field. This is a better field than the other building. You could see all the people around the ring. It was noisy, and all the boys I talked to said it was a lot noisier live than it actually was. You'll see our misses, but I'm just being real picky. You know I am. But I really, really like the look. I like it feels like old time. I love you in front of the desk interviewing people. I love that. You do too. And you walked some of them through the interview, which you was doing your Lance Russell as best as you could. But you have to do that sometimes. And you know that. You've watched announcers. And when I say walk them through is that you say stuff that they just forgot they were supposed to say and things like that. And I love watching you being such a professional about doing that and being able to walk them through it. Dude, do you have anything to tell people that's listening to this? This is your first appearance on Rollin Into Mempho, and me and you are going to sit down and I'm going to have you. I'm putting you on the spot now this week, talking about hits and misses and everything like that. So you got to be objective about what you say. Now you even got to have some misses in there. But I want to thank you for something before you leave. Thank you for the blue mat. I appreciate the blue mat. I'm the only reason he did that. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you for the blue mat. I appreciate it. I remember telling somebody if he gives a blue one or a green one, I'll be so happy.
I heard that.
So happy.
The green would go very well with Pro Shingle, who is a long-time supporter of Memphis wrestling and what we're doing. And so, man, yeah. So I've got plenty of Jerry Jarrett stories that I have to tell you when I join the podcast coming up. But I want to thank both of you guys, and I want to thank everybody that listens or watches on the YouTube channel. I do want to say right here, first and foremost, I have given both of these guys the opportunity to say what they like, what they don't like. We don't want to just hear the sugar-coated version. I want it to be like you're in a chat room and you see something you don't like, man, I want to hear about it. So that was the whole point of this podcast, and it's not just to get two dudes that I like to talk good about us, because both of you are very, very good wrestling fans, very supportive wrestling fans first and foremost. So we appreciate that here at Championship Wrestling.
That's the first thing, man. I would be doing this podcast if I wasn't a wrestling fan. And they say wrestling, Mark, whatever you want to say. That's what it's about. It's been I've been a fan since '78, and I'm old, and so Memphis wrestling is back, guys. It really is back now. That really looks like the old studio, and I'm real excited. I know you still made changes for the next taping, so we had talked about, and you know this more than anyone else, you can't quit making changes. You got to keep making and improving, and that's what we've seen those 12 weeks. I said on the first show, in 12 weeks, if he hasn't improved, we're going to give him hell. That's what I told Rhino after the show went off. The show went off. People didn't get to hear it, but I said, I'm going to give him hell if he ain't improved to something. And it just slowly improved. I think the guys are getting a lot better, not as nervous on TV, although a couple of them seemed like they deer in hairlights in front of that camera, the interview posts, a couple of them, but did a good job. And we're excited, man. You sit back. Dustin, you have a great day today. I know you got things to do. I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll send you the episode, and you'll see what we thought about it, brother.
Thanks. I love you guys.
See you later this week. Love you too, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's right. That was Dustin 5-star. How about that? Did I do that okay? Dustin 5-star. All right. Let's start feeling a little bit better about where we're at. Oh, wow. That looks like where we're at most of the time. If you're not watching this on video, I'm sorry, but we had to do some weird stuff to get Dustin in the screen. We are back. We are back with our regular backdrop. Now, let's start. Rolling into Mempho. We're going to do a roundtable format. Hits, misses, MVP. What do you look forward to on the next show? And we also are going to do thumbs up and thumbs down at the end. Rhino, what's your hits?
My hits, man. I hope it's the slam of the week. That Death Valley driver from Chris out of the posse hit it on one of the skimming horns there. I can't remember which one, but that Death Valley driver. I don't know. It was something about the way he did it and the impact of it. It was perfect. It was a hit for me. Another hit for me was the camera cuts to the crowd involvement, the kids, the reactions. It just, like you guys were mentioning just a second ago with Dustin, it felt like Memphis wrestling. It felt, that to me felt like what I used to watch when I was a kid with my grandmother with the Memphis Wrestling. So I loved that. Another hit for me was the developing stories this week. The stories are with Ed McMahon and Deonna Taylor. The
Eric
whole thing.
McMahon, let's go. Eric McMahon.
Oh, what I say? What I say?
Hey, you said Ed McMahon.
Ed
He's
McMahon.
not going to give us no money at the door.
Yeah. I love these stories that are developing week after week. I think that's just a major hit for them. And of course, the Heritage Championship. It's a beautiful title.
Right on. Yes, I do. I love that title, the belt, the actual belt.
Beautiful title.
All right, my hits. The new desk, the new look, the interviews in front of the desk. Absolutely love that. Love the video highlights that they started with, showing some stuff that happened. Jerry Jarrett, just him saying, endorsing Memphis Wrestling. It makes it mean something. Let me say something. The first time I seen Eric McMahon on camera, I was not a fan, JB. I sat and listened to him doing commentary, and I thought to myself, this guy is annoying. He's getting on my nerves. Shut the hell up. Guess what? That's what he was supposed to be doing.
Right.
This guy is going to be a hell of a manager. And you talk about, I've seen some nervousness in people. No nervousness whatsoever.
None.
This guy came out. He was so smooth. The whole storyline with Paris Kelly and her just standing there. Not sure how I feel about that. I didn't even put it in a miss yet, but it is something he felt real comfortable at. Hey, I'm going to give a hit to Jimmy Blaylock, believe it or not. We got the Hollywood Horror Show, which I absolutely love, and I love what he said. Don't call me a manager. Call me a director. I love that. And another nod to Dustin. I've already put him over for this, but did such a great job walking people through interviews when they seemed to want to say something, but they couldn't say it. So all they had to do is agree with what Dustin said. Yeah. So big hits there. All right. The misses. What's going on, man?
Really? I have one miss, and it was minor production flaws that will obviously get better with time. There were times where the microphone went out. There was a cut from when Action Jackson came out. It cut in the middle of his entrance. Like little things like that were misses for me. But those are also things that I know are going to improve over time. So that was it. That was the only miss. I thought it was, like Dustin said, a home run for the new building, new place, first show. Thought it was a home run.
You know what? Here's my misses, and one of the things I hate when I watch AEW or when I watch WWE is the breaking away of a match. When you're in the middle of the match or you just get started. I thought the posse breakaway was real. Like they just got started. We broke away from the match. Same thing with, it was the last match too. Lex and Action Jackson, they broke away to go commercial. I understand you got to pay the bills and there's got to be a breakaway somewhere, but not a fan of it. Just not a fan of it. The girls' match was, let me think. Best word for that. Convoluted. It was too convoluted. There was too much going on around the ring. You had two baby faces. You had someone you're going to push big time with Diana Taylor, which I'm a fan of hers. We're going to push her in this angle with Paris Kelly. And then we got, Nikki Lane has got the big push. She is the top babyface girl. She's the one that they want to get over the most. Maybe Nikki should have just been in there in a match where she just, beat somebody up real quick or what we used to call a squash match. Nikki, there was too much going on with Diana Taylor for them to even really have a good match. And when you got two baby faces, it's very hard to do psychology where you beat one of them up. I mean, she's beating up Diana Taylor, and I'm thinking to myself, why is she beating her up? They're trying to get her over as a babyface. But that's what happens when you got two babyfaces. I actually like the end. I'm usually not one of those guys that likes a screw job in where, the match stops or the count out or unless it means something. But I like Diana, you felt just like I did. I was tired of watching the match. I'm glad you walked out. Because she was tired of all, like I said, convoluted. There you go. Real quick, before we get into, one other real miss that I thought was I wanted to hear what Jerry Jarrett was saying in the ring. Maybe that would have been better done right in front of the desk, or had somebody up there. looking at it real quick. That was the only thing with Jarrett. I wanted to hear what he said to Alan Steele. And what I love, I should have put that as a hit too, but I'll mention that here in a minute. All right, real quick, let's put over your Twitch channel. Talk to me about it.
Twitch.tv/RynoJB, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have our Viewers Simulated Sports League where you can claim a wrestler or a team and put them in action against another viewer.
Right on. How many followers do you have, JB?
On Twitch?
On Twitch. What are we up to?
Like 19,000 or something, maybe.
Oh, did you hear him? 19K. So here we go.
Yeah.
We got 9 days left of Memphis MA, all episodes, Memphis MA. I challenge your followers to join our Patreon site. It's only $3. I almost said $1. They can only do it for 1 month if they want to. I challenge them. They could win over $150 worth of prizes, including the Lawnmower 4.0 brand new release from Manscaped.com. So I challenge them, man. Get out there and talk to them. $3. Send them to the Patreon site. Let's see how many people we can add and give away all those prizes.
I got you.
All right. MVP. Who you going with?
I'm going to go with the Posse. The Posse put that place together, had an incredible match. I thought the Posse was great. They're very entertaining. They came with a little bit of everything. I loved that video clip of them putting the desks together and painting and just doing all the work. And then you see them get to work. I loved it. They were my MVP.
Oh, wow. You know, I didn't mention this, but I don't know how I felt about that video. But I know we could be building for something. So if it's showing them building the building and all this stuff, you know, you could do something with that. But with the showing them, like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't like to see my wrestlers on TV as real people. Does that make sense? And doing real things. I don't want to see them doing real things. If I want to see them, I want to see them. I want to see them eating dinner when I go by them. Now, the Posse I just admit, they're my friends. I love these guys. We've had great times on the road when I go to shows with them. They're going to be on a show early in the week. But I don't know if this is not leading to anything. I didn't like the video. If it's leading to something, then I like the video. Then it's foreshadowing. All right, MVP. You said the Posse, and I'm going to go with Alan Steele again, getting the belt, the whole Jerry Jarrett segment. Let me tell you, when I heard that Jerry Jarrett was going to give the belt to Alan Steele, I said to myself, old Memphis Wrestling, Alan Steele would have beat the hell out of Jerry Jarrett, okay? Beat the hell out of him and leave him laying and take the belt. Now, Jerry Jarrett's up in the years, so we didn't think he was going to get the hell beat out of him. So he actually put the gloves on, did the whole thing like we were fixing to see him get beat up, and I love that. Also, I'm giving the nod again to Action Jackson. Rhino, we got it. I say Action, you say
Jackson.
There we go. We finally got it, and he looked good in the ring today. Looked good in the ring.
Look, that moonsault was amazing.
You know something he did that just little things that make you so much better in the wrestling business is when he got out of the ring, he put over Chris Lex. He said Chris was good. Chris, I beat him, but he was good. When a wrestler gets out of the ring and says, oh, he wasn't crap anyway, well, then you beat crap and say the next week crap beats you, it won't look good at all. So that we're excited about the way he did that and the way I'm excited about Action Jackson. So there you go. Before we get to thumbs up or thumbs down, we got what do we want next on next week's show? What are you looking forward to?
You know, I didn't even think about that. Next week, what am I looking forward to? I'm about to give it to you straight off the top of the dome. The title match. And that'll be in 2 weeks, but it is it 2 weeks?
Yeah, that'll be in 2 weeks. They're building for that. My deal with next week, it's not really next week. It's in you saying the title match. That's fine because we'll see what they do next week with Brett Michaels.
I thought that was next week. Yeah.
The Skimmerhorns are bringing a backup sometime, and I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to be. The Skimmerhorns have turned into man, I hate to say this because I'm a big Young Goats fan, but those guys might be the best tag team there.
I said I like the Skimmerhorns from the jump.
I know you did, but I did not. They're just so solid. And guess what I want to see? I want to see someone get beat up at the desk. I want them to get beat up right there. I don't want to mess up the desk, but beat them up right there in front of the camera. I always like that. All right, give us just a moment. We're going to tonight, American Hostile Championship Wrestling, the big sponsor here of STSpod.club. And here we go. We're going to listen to their commercial real quick.
Dexter, Missouri, get ready. American Hostile Championship Wrestling is coming to your town May 22nd at the Lair Event Center at 13583 Old Highway 25. Be there to see Big Jack Parker, Trending Trent Daniels, the Crowleys, Young Goats, the Skimmerhorns, Mark Southern, Derek King, and many, many more. Adult tickets are only $15. Kids 6 to 12 get in for $7, and 5 and under are free. American Hostile Championship Wrestling, May 22nd, the Lair Event Center, 13583 Old Highway 25, Dexter, Missouri. Be there.
Oh yeah, and a match tonight. It's the young Goats against the Crowleys. Should be good, guys. That should be a really, really good match. All right, thumbs up or thumbs down. I already know what you're going to say, but go ahead. Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
Hey, I'm going to go with a big thumbs up, too. I love the new building. I'm excited to see the improvement of everything. They'll keep improving. I spoke with some guys this week, and they said that is their idea. We don't stop here. We don't say, oh, we got it. We got Memphis Wrestling. We're just going to sit here and just do matches, blah, blah, blah. No, we're going to keep improving the quality of the matches. We'll keep improving the building if we have to, keep improving this, keep improving that. Excited about the future. That's what I
don't know if this is just on my end or not, but you're frozen. You're completely frozen. The mic cut out. I don't know if I'm on the show here still even, but this is weird. I don't know if this is just happening on my end or if everyone is going through this. I don't know if I'm speaking over or not. I don't know. But I should probably record this for a little evidence. So this is what's happening here on my end. And as you can see, I'm moving, but you are completely frozen. And it says we're still live. And all right, now I don't know if I should leave. I don't know. Not sure what's happening. But guys, I'm going to leave the studio. I don't know if that will end the show or not. But shout out to BT. Shout out to Dustin Starr. And shout out to everybody with Championship Wrestling. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. I'll see you guys next time. Be this, be that. And as always, be seeing you.